Hi everyone, this is Despacito. We are going to record a very special lecture on Alexander Pope famous work. Till now we have talked about Augustan Age. Now we will talk, we will discuss about here. We have lot of works, but we are going to start more important of his works, which is primarily famous for NET exam and other competitive exams. Here we have Rape of the Lock. Dear students, those who have market guidebooks or those who are actually studying in some coaching centers, you have been given some basic details about the people. They must have told you that Rape of the Lock is like this, like that. I am going to tell you something very important points. I request you do not share this. Rape of the Lock was first published in 1712. That everybody knows. That we also know that there is another sequel of the same book, like 3 more contos were written, published in 1714. That is also known to many people. But 99% no idea that in the final edition of 1717, Rape of the Lock, which is also question of 2017 January NET exam, there is a question that what edition was made in the last publication of 1717. So here we are going to talk about all those important points, and let's start with the first one. The famous story of Arabella Farmer. Arabella Farmer was a very rich lady, and she was in a club where she met Lord Peter. Lord Peter was a naughty boy, a delicate boy, and in a kind of friendly jest, he formed a bet. He took a bet to cut the lock of the lady, means hair of the lady. So to be best friend and to show them that he can do it, he simply violated the hair of the lady. He cut it and it became the tug of war. Now this has been written in mock heroic way, and Pope has narrated the story in a way that after the locks are cut, the hair are cut, they went to sky and became the star. But it became biggest issue, and these two families start fighting against each other, and this is the real issue. So common friends of Lord Peter family and Arabella Farmer family, Mr. Carroll, he requested Alexander Pope to write something which can comically pacify the feud and they can become friends again. Pope wrote the story in 2 cantos, and remember here the first publication had 2 cantos. But after publication of these 2 cantos, Arabella Farmer, the lady who is actually lead of the story, whose name is called Belinda in the story, she is called Belinda. After this, she filed a complaint against Pope and said that why did you use my name and my issue to make it public? And this is the reason that Pope wrote a letter to apologize. Here we have to remember points, important points. He wrote explaining his details, sorry, and sought the permission to write further. I am not making you fun. I actually wanted to take you as a representative of 18th century fashionable girl and using you as a heroine. I am trying to reform. This is the reason Arabella Farmer gave her permission, and then in 1714 3 more cantos were written. So remember this, that in 1712 first 2 cantos are published without permission of Arabella Farmer. 1714 3 cantos published with permission of Arabella Farmer. In 1717 Pope added a new character to the story. Her name was Clarissa. Clarissa is the mouthpiece of Pope. All the great crime and social commentaries are done by Clarissa only. So make sure you remember these 3 points. And guys, the special points of the lecture is, when Pope wrote the letter to apologize, he also mentioned that he is using Rosicrucian mythology. Rosicrucian mythology. It was taken from Abbe Villars. You must be relating the cricketer here, Abbe Villars, Le Comte de Gavillers. This deals with an unknown mythology, and first time it was used. So remember that Pope has used Rosicrucian mythology taken from Abbe Villars, Le Comte de Gavillers, and he himself write this in letter to tell the lady. So they might ask you a question. No market guidebooks going to tell you this. So make you remember this. It is written in a mock heroic way, and you simply have to remember this thing here, that in a mock heroic way it is something like we always exaggerate things. We make things look bigger. For example, as the hero cut, they became the star, and god and goddesses that they started angry became angry. They started participating in war. So what happens here? A fight starts. Here Belinda's beauty, Belinda's guards named, everybody has been mentioned in a proper way. So apart from the story, Belinda has been compared to sun, which is a question of net, and moreover, they keep telling us that society should be reformed. Technically, it not only a story, it actually a work, it which is a social criticism, talking about the condition of life. So here we have few most important characters. Please note these characters. Once you noted, we are adding all those details one by one. The first character we have is Lord Baden. He is the real life Lord Peter. He is very delinquent, he is very proud, and Pope has welcomed him with the opening lines, resolved to win, marry him, resolved to by force to ravish or by fraud to trade. I tell you that point, guys. Like I'm recording a lecture, So this man, he has been introduced in a way, resolved to win. He meditates that way by force to ravish, by fraud to betrayed. So this is how he has been praised. Then we have the second most important, technically the first most important, but being a lady, she has been given the second priority. But Pope himself is it's not my opinion. Belinda is real life Arabella Farmer, and how she has been introduced. That she's so beautiful, so womanly, so feminine, that her vanity books is full of greatest gems. And the lines are, India's glowing gems are unlocked, all Arabian braves from the yonder box. So make sure you remember that her vanity box is greatest minerals, emeralds and diamonds coming from India. India's reference is the Oriental reference, means the very new diamonds, very new unseen jeweler, which is very new to the market. Remember the words how Belinda's title was taken. Pope chose 3 different modes of Uranus. Uranus had 3 different planets, sub-planets modes they called Ariel, Amriel and Belinda. So this is the reason that Belinda has been chosen, because Belinda looks like sun. Now we have third character, Sergio. He is brother of Belinda. But remember this thing, that he is just a kind of minor character. He doesn't have a lot of things. Then we have character like Shock. It is question of net exam. Shock is the name of a dog. Then we have Paul. Paul is the name of parrot. So they have talked about, they ask you Shock, they may ask you parrot. Okay. Thalestras. She is simply friend of Belinda and she keeps instigating her. Then we have Clarissa. Clarissa is the mouthpiece of Pope and does all the social commentaries. Then we have Spleen. Spleen is the bad temper queen. Then Gnomes, Gem, his mischievous parents. Then we have Ariel. Ariel is the name, supernatural spirit and the head of the supernatural machinery. Then Cells, they are simply the spirits of ale. Names are the spirit of water. Salamanders, Salamanders, they are the spirits of fire. So that's how the story is used. And remember, William has written, called it perfection of mock epic. Now some famous quotes. As you have to remember the opening line, that I don't remember it now, but the opening line is something like what amorous way, or call something like that. Please find it, that's homework to you. Second thing, there are lines when he criticizes Queen Anne. He says, "Hear thou great eyes, obey, sometimes take counsel, sometimes takes thee." He also criticizes the fashionable women of 18th century. He says, "No louder shriek, pitying having what passed when their husbands or their laptops breathe their last." He also targets the judges, corruption of the judiciary. He says, "Hungry judges, soon the sentences may shine, when summoned by the signer, by concubine." He also criticizes the politics. He says, "Coffee makes politicians wise and see the things with half-shut eyes." Along with this, very soon you will find, I'll simply search, if you like, do you want to now, search my lecture on Alexander Pope. You will find 20 to 30 more extra details and quotations, because in that lecture I have summed up Alexander Pope as a writer. Here I am teaching you as a writer and then individual works. So go for the video and make some notes from that. So simply learn and understand. So for my new lecture, thank you so much. This is Despacito, and sorry if anything, any mistake. Take care.